Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tales from Tuatha. We're bringing you the stories of adventure, danger, loss, and heroic triumph from a land within our imaginations. Bringing you these tales today is Nerida the Drowned.
Hello.
Cora Hilltopple.
Pew pew, stealing supplies and tracking giants.
Harpakir Toll Middleek.
Hello.
Lost.
What's up?
Chance.
すみません。これは何ですか?
And Welgwyn Woodbarrel.
Hello. And Faye the cat.
And Faye the Cat. Thank you for being with us today to share in our tale. Here is what happened last time. After discussing their situation following being ambushed by possible syndicate assassins, our heroes decided to interrogate the one surviving member. They didn't get much out of him as he taunted them relentlessly. From there, they tried to place the bag that they had found on the side of the road over the assassin's hand during the interrogation, but he deftly reversed the maneuver and placed the bag over Lost's hand instead. But Lost was not swallowed into the bag, and the assassin was promptly knocked unconscious yet again. The party then began to experiment with the bag, and the unconscious assassin was eventually swallowed by it. The party attempted to commune with the dead body, which held the bag at the roadside initially, but in doing so discovered that it was just a very intricate dummy and not actually a person at all. Continuing to follow the giant's tracks north, they found a rough trail leading further into the Foldstaff Mountains. Eventually, they came across the giant's camp, where Cora nearly charged in on her own to both scout the camp and potentially attack the giants, completely unaided by her allies. They met a man who called himself Roy Parthis and claimed to be an agent of the Silverblades who has been tracking the giants in the Foldstaff Mountains and in the surrounding area for weeks. He suggested that they sneak into the camp at night and steal the supplies the giants had taken from the caravan they attacked. That night, after the sun had set, Cora, Lost, and Welgwyn accompanied Roy into the camp to steal the supplies. Welgwyn's deft hands carefully opened crate after crate, and Roy and Cora quietly lowered the bundles of weapons into Roy's portable hole, while Lost kept watch. With the noisy opening of the final crate, the giants awoke and began to attack our would-be thieves. The crew quickly tossed the last of the cargo into the hole. Roy folded it up, and they made their escape. As they left, the cloud giant, wreathed in thunder and lightning, grabbed a bolt of lightning and struck Cora and Roy, knocking Cora unconscious and severely damaging Roy Parthis. With great effort, walls of thorns, clouds of fog, and good hiding spots, the party managed to evade the giants and hide from them long enough for them to just not be able to find them in time. And that brings us to where we are today. So we are on a craggy mountainside, very difficult terrain, lots of rocks and rubble everywhere. And you guys are just hiding in crevices as best you can under what would be a bright moon, but is somewhat occluded by the clouds that seem to follow this storm giant everywhere. So it is still dark, and the giants are just stomping around at night.
We're all together, right?
You're not all in the same place. Everyone's sort of spread out and found their own hiding spot.
Okay.
So after a long time and many close calls, the loud footfalls of the giants barreling up and down the mountain, looking for you in the darkness of night, finally recede up and over the craggy slopes until they are out of earshot. From the nearby camp, you hear booming yells as the giants seem to fight amongst themselves. What are we doing?
It sounds like they've stopped searching for us. We should discuss our next plans, everybody.
Are you just yelling this? Because again, you're not...
Yeah, no. I'm stepping out and I'm kind of beckoning for people to come toward me. Just standing
Okay,
out.
as you step out, make a perception check. You're trying to make
go ahead.
yourself known, right?
Roll for me, but
Yeah, I got
not
you.
like obviously known. Just to my
Okay.
compatriots.
Let's see, I think I have latest Cora. I have a level 5 version of you here. Let me check. Okay, here it is. So your perception is +5.
That sounds right.
And you got a 7, so you've got a 12. I think that's more than enough. You do see as you step from your spot that there is one giant keeping watch over the mountainside. He's kind of peering, like straining his eyes to peer into the darkness. I think he may not see you, but he's certainly watching out over the mountainside. There is a lot of sort of loud booming yelling coming from the camp, and it's like tumbling down the mountainside as well. You can easily hear it, and it may obscure some noise that you make, but I think you're risking being spotted if you're too loud or too obvious.
Okay.
I mean, do I see her? I don't know how.
So I would say Cora's just like peeked at this point to see what's
I thought
going
she
on.
was-
See what's going on. I haven't actually stepped out,
Okay.
apparently.
You can step out into the open. You may be okay. You could...
Don't I have a thief?
What are we doing?
I mean, I'm.
Oh. Do I have a ranger ability to build a disguise? I thought there was like, if I take a minute, or is that a higher level thing?
Do you have a disguise kit?
No.
So,
Like,
no.
Not a like physical disguise though. It's like using natural terrain, rocks, and things to build a.
That's
canopy.
physical disguise. I mean,
I think
Well,
Rangers
not like
can
makeup and
you're trying to make like a blind? Like a mountain blind
Yeah.
or something?
yeah, more like that.
Okay. You're having trouble seeing a spot where one could go where it looks like part of the natural terrain, especially at night. You think you would have to maybe wander around a bit and find a place that would make a good blind. You
Even
could
with,
possibly
dark
do it.
vision and my ranger
Do you still have dark vision though?
It was 8 hours, isn't it?
Oh, is it 8 hours?
I thought it was 8 hours. I don't have it right in front of me. Thought it was
Find
8.
it.
That was a pretty long time.
Dark vision. Yeah, it does last 8 hours. Okay. Yeah, you do have dark vision. Yeah, you see a spot. You could probably set up a little blind, probably just for yourself or maybe one other person.
Sure. I will go ahead and set up a blind that's fit for the giant, so my compatriots might be able to see me, but he cannot. And I guess I'll make a stealth roll against that.
Well, okay, so I'm confused about what you're doing now. You're trying to set up a blind such that the giant can't see you.
Giant. So, like, the giant looking out into the valley is just going to see rocks and things. So he looks over it and kind of sees, like, this cloak or something in between two rocks with rocks on it, and then hide behind that.
I'm gonna roll luck for you.
I see where I am. Okay.
One unluck. So you don't see a place. You don't see a place where like the outcroppings aren't headed downhill. If you understand my meaning, like all the outcroppings are sort of jutting out towards downhill.
So not really.
So you can't really find a place where you would be obscure, like you could build something to be obscure from the giant, but not from your friends.
Well, then I guess I'm kind of out of ideas. Anybody else want to do a thing?
I mean, can I see anybody from where I am? Like, am I close to anybody?
You could roll perception, but everyone is hiding.
Yeah, that's true. Well, may as well try. 17 plus 8.
It's pretty damn good. I don't remember everybody's stealth rolls, but I don't know if anybody beats that. 25. Yeah, but still a nat 20. A nat 20 on your loud dwarf. I think she still sees you. So, yeah, taking a quick peek around, you spot most of your allies. They're kind of spread out. You're sort of on one side of the pack, you think.
Okay,
people.
and if I peek out carefully, do I see, like giants? Like, do I feel like I'm gonna be spotted immediately if I get out of here?
You definitely see the hill giant on top of the mountain.
Okay.
You would guess he's probably like 150 to 200 feet away.
Also, shouldn't fog cloud still be up?
How long does fog cloud last? Did you want to keep it up while you do this? Like, fog cloud is a small area, and if you keep it up, the giants will probably assume that you're in that area.
That's true.
Saying this fog cloud only lasts like, oh, it's up to an hour. But no, so yeah, I mean it's been quite a while. If you wanted to keep fog cloud up,
Okay.
it would be.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm scared. I feel like I'm gonna get spotted, even though I can see everybody if I try to get out of my spot.
You spotted everyone, but you're not someone who's stealthy enough to go from place to place.
What do I have?
Can you do sentience?
I cannot. I'm out of spell slots. Or I mean,
Dang.
I can't really talk to you, I guess, but technically. I'm very tired.
So let me see. One
RL
thing.
person is real tired, or character person?
I mean me. I mean my character. That was my way of trying to say I can't speak to anybody.
Got it.
8. Okay, you do, as you're looking around too, you see Roy. Or what you think is probably Roy, because again, it just looks like this shifting rock.
If I kind of wave to him a little bit, can he see me?
Roll 3d6. You give him a little wave. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa.
My fault. Apologies.
That's okay. Let's see, he's +4. So when you wave, the sort of shifting rock stops for a moment, and you see well, you can't even really see because you don't have dark vision at all, and it's very dark here. Cora, you see this shifting rock, and it turns sort of in your direction, and this little head peeks out, and it swings a large chunk of itself in sort of a waving motion. Seems to be waving downhill, down the mountain slope.
Sorry, I'm a little unclear. So did he acknowledge me?
Yeah, but you can't
Try
see
to,
it
but you have a hard time to noticing it.
Okay.
because you don't have dark vision, and it's.
But I saw something, right?
You saw like some shifting in the distance.
All right,
And
I'm
he
gonna
sort of
try
waved at it.
like the same sort of wave, like to try to beckon, like come over to me, and like hope that he can figure it out or see me,
Okay.
or someone in the party can see me, trying to get them to come to me.
The shifting stone starts moving in your direction a bit.
Well, I was gonna move toward the shifting stone that I saw waving.
Okay.
Stealthily. Hopefully the giant doesn't all notice us moving and congregating.
Yeah. I mean, you already did your stealth rolls, so I'm gonna say, like, until you start making, like, you can move very slowly, sort of towards each other, without making new rolls. But if you start moving like large distances, you'll have to roll again. So, this shifting massive stone with a face makes its way over to you. Hey.
Hi.
Well, it's at Cora, not at you.
Oh, I thought he was coming to me. Okay.
So Cora's between you and that. Cora, come on. Let's gather everybody up. We gotta get down this mountain. Just full robot. Didn't catch any of that.
That was complete speak and spell.
He's still keeping.
All right,
Sorry,
it's not getting through. That's okay.
It's canon now. Core's a robot.
He's gonna try to collect everybody. The next person he encounters is Alik, who presumably is just like in a ditch somewhere. Yeah.
Chilling. Trying to find Tin.
Dwarf, stay low. We gotta get out of here.
All right.
Follow me carefully. Here, stick out a lot. Here, take this. He like throws his cloak over you.
I use it.
All right. It's surprisingly light, and when you put it on, you notice that it must be painted like gray, and it has sort of like striations and lines to make it look like rock. But there are also real pieces of rock affixed to it. So it probably weighs a good like 5 pounds or so. A little heavier than a normal cloak, but certainly not just a rock.
This
Makes
makes
his-
wherever I want in Hogwarts.
Yeah, exactly. He makes his way over to Lost would be next. Everyone's just tagging along behind him. You guys are moving incredibly slowly, like maybe, I don't know, 5 feet every 10 seconds or so. Like, it's just very slow to try to not catch the giant's gaze. Lost, are you still a panther? I don't remember. You turned back, right?
I had to turn back to
Jump up.
no, I had to turn back to cast Wall of Thorns. So yeah, I am me
Yeah.
again.
Tiefling, come on. Stay low. He slowly collects everyone and makes his way over to Nerida, who seems to be at the far side of everybody. So everyone is sort of grouped up. He leads you very slowly over to a small outcropping where you're just barely can fit everyone in and be obscured from the giant. The giant is sort of pacing back and forth occasionally too. Look, they're probably gonna send out search parties soon.
Do you have any ideas for getting out of here?
I don't see what choice we have. We can go down the mountain. We just gotta be real slow.
Sounds good.
I know my way around here at least, if you guys want to follow me.
Nobody. Does anybody have any means of distracting them? Or I would love to sneak back up and hear what they're arguing about. Maybe give us more information as to what their next plans are.
As you're saying that too, like the shouting has been slowly dying down and is no longer audible.
Womp womp. And even though I speak giant, I couldn't make out any of the shouting.
No, it was, yeah. I'm not going back there. We should get out of here as soon as we can. Take the rest of the night to get down the mountain.
Yeah, I'm all for not sticking around this place any longer, especially with that storm giant.
Yes, that lightning bolt was not very comfortable.
You took the brunt of it.
It's lucky that Alik was there, my dwarven friend, to revive me.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's ready to move.
Sure, sounds good.
Alright, so everyone needs to make a stealth roll. With advantage because you're moving very slowly and you know who you're trying to avoid. It's
That'd be
a good thing
regular.
it's with advantage.
Give us all plus 10?
Yeah, so regular for Halik and Nerida.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm rolling just a regular stealth check.
Stealth check, Ken.
Okay.
Will we still get the plus 10 for pass without a trace?
I don't have it up.
That's an 11.
Can you put it up before we move?
Is it still chargeless, Aiden?
It's still chargeless, yeah.
Then yeah, I'll cast pass without trace.
So that's a 21.
Help us get down the mountain.
Woohoo, that's a 17 or 19.
19. So what are everyone's? Alex 21.
21.
25.
19 for lost.
26 for me.
I'm pretty sure I get a plus 17 to whatever is being rolled, so I'm not...
Okay, quick note. Pass Without Trace has a verbal component. You want to take the risk and cast it?
too worried.
I mean, we're talking, so no.
No, everyone is whispering. Presumably, we're not talking out loud, like huddled around, whispering in a circle.
Look, we're bad at sneaking, so we won't get out of here undetected either way. Better to be able to avoid detection if they think they hear something.
Yeah, I'll cast it anyways.
Okay, roll 3d6. A lot of luck rolls today. Okay.
Lucky death.
You're a little bit lucky. You wait for a distant bit of thunder to cast the spell, and even though the thunder kind of ends halfway through your invocation, you manage to invoke the might of nature through the staff that you got back in Moontip, and grant everyone the ability to move silently and without a trace. You don't think the giant heard you.
And I will
Doesn't seem to be reacting.
I will turn back Panther.
Weren't you out of wild shapes?
Doesn't look like it.
I was watching the video and you said, "Oh, I'll wild shape." How many do you have a day? 2?
Yeah.
I
You
have
definitely did 2.
Did I do 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I rescind.
You definitely made a comment about it.
I know. I know. I remember making the comment, but I usually am pretty good about recording that stuff on my character sheet, and I still had 1 on there, but never mind.
You're getting tired and you try to shapeshift into your slinky panther, but just don't have the energy left today
Yep.
to manage such a feat. Okay. So, sorry, what are everyone's rolls?
25.
26, I think.
19.
19 for me as well.
And Alec was 21, I think. Yeah. Okay. You're moving. It's slow going, but you're creeping down the mountain, slipping between crags of the mountain, staying very low, making sure not to break any bits of rock or step on any loose rubble that might make a noise. Roy is in the lead, he has, as he said, it doesn't look like a path to those who can see, but there's a little bit less rubble here and loose rock than there is on the rest of the mountain. And he's leading you through it, making the journey just that much easier. An hour passes, 2 hours, 3 hours. You're just plodding down the mountainside, making sure not to break anything, not to be seen, not to be heard. The stone giant recedes out of view, but you start hearing thunderous little steps, very faint in the distance, as the storm also recedes behind you. And you emerge from the rain, cold and wet and exhausted. You finally get to the base of the Foldstaff Mountains, just as dawn is breaking.
Oh, that was rough. Good work, everybody. I hope you managed to steal everything.
I think we got it all. I'm ready to get paid, and I'm ready to eat something.
Yeah, we got all of it.
Great.
It was close at the end there. You should have seen. Oof.
I can only imagine.
Just threw everything in the hole. Just ran. Your friend here turned into a panther and leapt up 20 foot of rock.
He can be pretty impressive sometimes.
It's crazy.
I finally got to ride an animal mount. It was delightful.
Well, perhaps we should all head back to town, to the tavern. Get something to eat and some rest.
Absolutely.
Figure out our next move.
Where are
Well,
you all
those
going?
giants are still out there. We need to warn the townspeople.
Where are you headed back to?
Be safe.
We're staying at Jirashi's in Brimshire.
Oh, in Brimshire. Well, that's the wrong way.
Oh, well,
You need to get to Thauro, right?
where would you suggest we spend the night?
I guess if you need to spend the night, Brimshire is the closest.
I mean, we're not opposed to camping outside.
See,
Could
I
be
wanted to
unsafe with the
sleep in a
giants,
comfy
though.
bed.
I know, Chance.
Everyone take a point of exhaustion, by the way. Not having slept.
Did we really not sleep?
Nope.
We were talking about when we would take the long rest, and I think we decided after the caper was the best time.
Sorry to noob it up for a second, but where can we mark that?
I have no idea.
I don't see any on
Just
the
put
character
notes or
sheet.
something somewhere.
Okay.
I'll remember to.
On depending on what you're using on D&D Beyond, you can click next to conditions, and then you can add exhaustion there.
I'm just using a PDF like a noob.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'll put it under features and traits. Constantly exhausted. It's kind of like real life.
It's a little too serious. There you go.
Well, whatever we do, I want to rest sooner than later.
Definitely.
Nerida, do we want to see if we can get a hold of Tellurian to let her know that we at least recovered the goods?
Unfortunately, I'm pretty exhausted right now. I don't think I can make contact with her
Okay.
through magical means.
So rest is the first priority then?
Yeah. Roy, do you know if there's anywhere safe around here where we could camp for the night, or should we?
As you turn to talk to him, you see him like kneeling down to the ground and like patting around and seems to be looking at something on the ground.
What are you looking at there, Roy?
It's there's a band of gnolls around here. Can't make out if they've been through here or not.
Can I tell with my survival if they've...
Go ahead and roll
been through
survival.
Rolling my own, but for different
17.
I think I can give you advantage on that.
You find what look like humanoid prints, and then you find also perhaps slightly smaller
19.
humanoid prints. Oh, 19? Yeah. You find slightly smaller humanoid prints that are a little bit deeper. They're like, they have a smaller, perimeter, but are deeper. And as you're sort of surveying the area, you hear this loud yipping, cackling. Sounds like hyenas in the back. And Roy's like, this is what I was afraid of.
We're definitely in no shape to mess with them.
How many do you think there are, Roy?
No, it's a big band. They're going to be on us in a second. Sure enough, you look over, just over the next rise. You see a humanoid figure emerging. Its head sort of sloops down in front of its chest. It has long, pointed fangs and a short snout protruding from its face and wide eyes. It gives an insane, cackle. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh.
Great.
Oh, he's really doing it right now.
It's okay, I rolled for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Hooray, last again.
Oh god, Narita, I'm so sorry.
This game hates me, I swear.
Yeah, it's really rough on you.
Don't worry, the odds that you die right before your turn 2 rounds in a row again are kind of low. They're just nulls, not just shit. So
They're
You
just
said it out loud,
nulls.
so you just jinxed it. Jinxed
They're
everything.
just
Yeah.
nulls. Remember that he
I'm
said
gonna
that.
do my best.
Narita, do you have guardian spirits or whatever they're called?
No.
Ah.
Everyone is
I
just
can-
at the base of the mountainside here.
I can call a storm. I have one
Did
more
I-
storm in me.
Storm will be good.
Did I
back and-
do spike growth last time?
Lightning.
You did do spike growth last time.
Okay. Then I think I'm out of my level 2 spells. This is going to be a hard fight. We're all so exhausted. Have to keep pushing through.
I'm not that tired.
I think I can pull a few things off.
I'll just look around and laugh and be like, no more than one of you dies in this fight.
If we go through all of that and then we die before I get my money for that, I'm gonna be so upset.
Well, if you choose to die, make sure you're the only one.
Do any of the gnolls have bows, or do they look like they're all wielding spears and garbage?
They seem to have bows and spears.
Okay.
So if I'm hearing Narita right, if you're gonna die, make sure you announce it to the group so that no one else dies.
Yeah, that'd be very considerate of you. I'm pretty tired.
It's okay. We've all come to rely on Welwyn's ridiculous combat rolls, so we're gonna be totally fine.
All right. I'm a little sorry in advance, but we'll see how this goes.
Well, okay, worst case, right, the gnolls will take us hostage like civilized gnolls, right?
Yeah, like gnolls are known to do, and not consume your flesh.
I wasn't using it anyway.
Roy, you take these ones. We'll get the next set.
Give them the bag of flesh we have probably at this point.
Also, sorry to sidebar noob it up again, but I don't really know what being exhausted does. If someone wanted to,
It's
look that up.
disadvantage. One level of exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks.
Great.
So we all have that right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Baby
And so that is that when you attack too?
No,
No,
ability
that comes
checks
later.
only. Third level of exhaustion is disadvantage on attacks. Second level is half speed. So be thankful you didn't take two levels of exhaustion. Okay, top of the round is this guy. He charges around, barking, snarling, cackling. Moves forward just a bit. He's brandishing an enormous glaive.
That's
well.
my line.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
you stole your weapon.
Quick
Rude.
question, do I still have the bag?
Yeah, you
Uh,
should.
You gave the bag to Welgwyn
Oh, that's right.
during the heist, so Welgwyn has it.
I did.
Next up is Cora. I assume you're just gonna shoot. Do you want to shoot at the guy who just went? He looks a bit different from the others. He's larger, has a different fur color slightly, and is brandishing an enormous glaive while the others all have spears.
Yes, so if that's the leader, let's go ahead and Hunter's Mark him, which I think is going to be my last level 1 spell.
Okay.
And hit him. Hit him twice. First time
Shoot.
without any of the bonus advantage. 'cause
Well,
he
we'll
hasn't
see if
taken
you
damage
hit.
yet.
Plus 10, right?
Yeah.
That will just barely miss as he deflects it with his glaive. This is 16.
Oof. Ooh, I see.
Fire again.
And then one more. Yeah. And then moving toward defensive, if I can move toward cover.
20 to hit will hit. You want to roll? So it's D8 plus
So that's a
D6.
D6 if it is. Yeah, 2D8 and oh, it hasn't been damaged
No,
yet.
it
So yeah,
hasn't
just a
been-
D8 and a
yeah.
D6.
Plus 5, right,
Yeah,
for
so one-
damage?
One and one.
And plus 5 for damage?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry to ask. Let's see.
Yeah. No, that's okay. At least I.
Yeah. So 10 points of damage. Your first arrow goes wide. The second one just sinks into its shoulder. It cackles and howls in pain. Next up is all these boys.
Oh god, they roll like 20s?
They rolled pretty good. Oh yeah. Let's get everyone on the board. Oh god. 20.
Excuse me, Big Noel. I believe we all agreed was Dogbird.
He's Dogbird in your heart. Yep. Okay. Let's see, how far can they move? Okay, yeah, he's gonna move there.
I named the gnolls 1 through 7, and I named the big one Dogbird.
Yeah, they'll go there. Oh, I forgot to roll for Roy. Okay. Next up is Roy, actually. They all just menace and snarl at you, challenging you with their spears. It's like, bit tired, but well, let's do this. 2, 3, 4. He just charges into battle with his
No
rapier,
coward after all.
his rapier and his shield. Let's see. He's gonna take a swipe at number 1. Oh boy, 10 to hit. Nope. First one misses. It's gonna swing again, though. That will hit, I think. Oh no, that also misses. Just barely. It takes 2 quick swipes at this gnoll, but it just dodges out of the way and laughs at him. It's hideous, snarled laughter. Oh, it's not Roy G. Biv.
Yeah, who did that?
Remember it.
Okay,
Roy
that
is
brings...
Rainbow?
let's see. Can he do anything else cool? It's pretty cool. No, that's it. He'll leave it there. Gonna revoke your privileges, Thomas.
No, I'm like legitimately fixing it right now.
Okay, it's Chance's turn.
All right. I'm so tired and annoyed with all these stupid creatures that think they can beat us all the time. So I'm just going to take a nice casual stroll past the leak over here. Just kind of sigh into my hands as I start casting Snowlock Snowball Swarm as a 3rd level spell on 4, 3, 1, and 2. And, oh wait, before I cast...
I thought it was a 10-foot radius.
Is it 10 foot? Let's see, I thought I remember misreading this today. Ooh, it is 10 feet. Okay, that's...
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm just going to do it on 3 and 4.
These two?
Yeah.
Okay, and they make dex saves?
Yes,
What's the
that
DC?
is
14 or 15?
15.
They both fail. Roll damage.
All right. 46, you jerks.
As you move up, frustrated with having to fight yet another battle, you say the magic words, you conjure a snowstorm of icy chunks that slam into the gnolls, dealing 12 points of cold damage.
Sounds like there was some cackling in the middle of that too, as he summons.
Yeah. They howl as the ice slams into them, freezes them on touch. Harbakir told Middleek.
Alright, do these gnolls look hungry?
Do you want to take a moment to check if they look hungry?
Alright.
Insight check their hunger.
What I want to do is shove a ham shank into the bag. Like when I grab the bag from Wellgwyn, shove a ham shank into it, throw it at the gnolls. But only if they look hungry. Can I do that all in one turn?
You're shoving the ham shank into the bag.
Not putting my hand in there, just like pushing the ham
You're
shank
dropping the ham shank into the bag.
I mean, I get like pushing
I think
it in
he's
there.
waving it around above his head first, making sure the gnolls see it.
Wait, you don't
Right,
even have
yeah.
the bag. Wellgwyn has the bag.
I'm gonna walk over to her and just be like, "Give me the bag."
You can have it. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't trust it.
If that's legal.
All right, that'll use your free item interactions, sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, and I guess just
You're
toss
gonna
it.
wave a ham shank around and throw it into the bag.
Helm has a present for you.
Yeah, and then toss the bag like right here. Say,
okay.
"Meat's back on the menu, boys."
Okay. roll performance first.
Oh God.
This is gonna be a bunch of rolls.
But it's so worth it. Can I help him in his performance? No.
It's not great. It's -1.
You don't even know what he's doing.
Why
You're
is the
like, Alec, what the
music
fuck is
behind
what are you doing? Sorry, what is it? Your performance is
That's
+1.
4.
Like, hey, Knowles, and you jam the ham shank into it. Then you throw it. Roll dex to throw the satchel.
Can I use strength? Oh,
No.
it doesn't matter.
you throw the satchel, and it like I don't know. You try to throw the satchel, and the strap catches on your arm, and it just flies around and smacks you in the face. And you like just throw it on the ground, so it's just on the ground in front of you.
Is the ham shank clearly visible?
No, you put it in the satchel. Are you trying to like make it protrude out of the thing?
Well, if it is protruding, that's great.
No, you put it in, right? You put it all the way in. There's a satchel
do I have
on
a
the
bonus
floor.
action left?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast. Oh, what's it called? Spirit weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
After your bizarre display, the righteous gauntlet of Helm appears.
I think I'm actually gonna cast it over here.
Okay.
And take a slap at number 6.
Roll to slappy slap. You hold your shield aloft. You're like, I suck today. Helm, help me. And and you smack the crap out of this knoll with the might of Helm's gauntlet. Roll damage.
Roll. Hey!
Ow.
There we go. That's 11.
The gauntlet appears in this glowing wreath. Again, it takes a moment or two before the gauntlet appears, but it does appear. And it slaps the knoll right across the face. It like reels sideways and makes a horrible squeal as the gauntlet contacts its flesh. Its head whips around and whips back, and it just snarls at you.
And I'm gonna run up to right here.
All right.
Right here?
To your boy Roy. 1, 2,
Right here,
3,
my boy
4.
Roy.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna go right here if I can, actually.
Right here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can go there. Okay. That brings us to Welgwyn Woodbarrel.
All right, I'm gonna hide behind this this little rock here if I can do that.
Okay, like here.
All right. Yeah, and then oh no.
Using your bonus to hide?
Yes.
Okay, you will not be hidden from this knoll or these knolls.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, you can pick like which side of the rock do you want to hide on. Do you want to be hidden from these guys or these guys?
I'm gonna be hidden from these guys, preferably.
Okay. Roll stealth.
All right, so that's 20.
You fade into the rocky layer at the bottom of the Foldstaff Mountains.
All right, cool. And then I'm gonna shoot at number 4.
All right. Roll an attack.
Mm-hmm. Well,
What's that to hit?
I think 7.
Should be more than so. You probably get
say
like
you only have a
plus 7.
3. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. It's I think 10.
Yeah.
+7. Yeah.
Okay, so you loose the arrow from your hidden position. Oh yeah, you have advantage because you're hidden from your target. Roll again.
Oh, nice.
Nope. You loose the arrow from your hidden position, and gnolls have kind of a weird anatomy, and they kind of like move strangely, and you're trying to shoot it in the head, and it just breezes past its head.
Well,
You could move
all right.
further if you want.
I'm gonna stay there for a second.
Okay. Lost.
Oh, I too am so damn tired of all this fighting. So Wolf Nuke. I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals.
Okay.
Summon 8 wolves.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna probably get them over here in the largest near Alik, where the largest group of the gnolls are.
Five, 6, 7, 8. All right. You raise the staff, and pray to Miliki.
And that was their initiative roll.
Oh, damn. Okay, then. They have a bonus, right?
They do, and I'm pulling it up. +2, so that was 20. That was the weirdest dice roll I've seen in TTS. It like barely even spun around.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. All right. So you pray to Miliki for assistance from the powers of nature. These wolves appear surrounding your enemies, snarling and snapping at them.
And
Move.
I'm gonna move back over here near Cora.
All right. Nerida.
Alright, I'm gonna take a bit of a risk. I'm going to walk up in front of our friend Chance here, and I'm going to yell at the top of my lungs, "You've made a mistake, foul creatures!" And I will summon at 4th level a storm, and I will pray to Umberly to strike down Dogbert with my action and bonus action,
Okay.
and channel divinity.
Let's do...
I'm gonna do what I want.
You make your pronouncement, you swirl your hands above you, you struggle for a moment to establish a connection with Umberly, but eventually you do, and the storm, swirling clouds of rain and thunder form above you. And you can control the lightning of this storm as you see fit. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm using my whole turn to do that.
Okay.
So that would be 4d10, so plus, I don't remember what the bonus action was, 2d6? Was that right?
Yeah, 2d6. Sorry, yeah, it's...
Does,
God, I forget how it works. Give me 1 second.
sorry, I do too. Well, that's 40 to start with.
Oh, are you channeling divinity?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Big fuck you, Mr. No Man.
Let's see.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping
so it'll
to
be
intimidate
40-10 plus 2d6 if you use your bonus. Yeah.
I did.
Okay. So that'll be 52 points of damage.
Yeah.
Where are you centering it?
I'm hitting Dogbert, their leader. I'm trying to
Oh, here?
intimidate them into being afraid of the situation.
Okay. Let's see.
Also, she's
I
jelly
think
that,
that's a
that
good
he's got
idea.
a glaive.
It's
Yeah, I don't like it. That's my outfit. One of us has to change.
is it a
It's not
dex?
gonna be me.
You have to go home and change right now.
What
Stop
is the spell
stealing my
called?
clothes.
Dexterity save.
It's a dex save, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Call lightning. It's a dex save for half.
Yeah.
And what's the DC?
That's 16, I believe, or let me see. Did he just make it? Hold on, let me.
Just missed it.
This. Okay, good.
Is it
Oh, it's
16?
it's 17 anyway.
Oh god. Alright, so conjuring forth the storm, calling out to Umberly. Again, it takes a second to establish the connection, but once you do, you feel in tune with the cloud above you. You draw down your hand and draw down with it a bolt of lightning cracking out this horrendous thunder.
Oh, it's 16, I guess.
And it slams right into this larger knoll, catching his glaive. He fucking cackles as he bursts into flames momentarily. His flesh bubbling and sizzling. He falls. Eventually, he'll fall to the ground.
Good.
Weebles wobble, but they never fall down.
I'll like spit on the ground and glare at the rest of the gnolls.
He was smote thusly. Make a performance check, and also get an inspiration.
Hooray! Let's see, that's 18, I believe.
All right, that was pretty goddamn intimidating. They're also surrounded by wolves. They were expecting you guys to be tired, so they're not happy about that at all.
Communicating with giants?
They've been stalking you.
Oh, how dare they? How
Anyway,
does Roy not tell us about this? Roy, what?
top of the round is Big Knoll, who's dead, and then wolves.
Well, let's go, boys.
I assume you told them to just tear these gnolls apart, so...
Absolutely. So
Let's do-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We'll just go
13, 14, 15.
counterclockwise around the pack, like this.
Oh, that first one.
That's a miss. So miss, hit. What's their bonus? 4?
They.
Yeah, it's
have-
4, I think, right?
Yeah.
Miss, hit, hit. Hit. Miss, hit. So let's see. Roll. Let's see, how many hits was that? Miss, hit. Hit.
I think
Hit.
you counted
Hit.
3 misses.
Miss. Hit.
Okay, so 5
So
hits.
Six hits,
hits?
I think.
Okay, so that's gonna be 12d4. Or no, that's 12d4. Okay.
Yeah, only 2 of them missed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 12, so 36.
Okay.
Oh, I guess
so-
it's distributed though.
Yeah. So this is really hard to calculate.
12. I mean,
Split it
wow.
between 2, 2, 2, 2.
1, 2. There's.
So
what, 4
let's
of them?
see. 3. The first one missed, so 2 of them hit this guy. Oh, and the last one hit also. So 3 of them hit this guy. That's 5 plus 2, right? So 7. 13 plus 5 is 18. Okay, then what are the other hits? This guy missed, so this gnoll will be untouched, but everyone else is hitting this guy.
Okay.
So. Fine. Hit this
So much math.
Is that an
Charging
even
you this
amount of
much math.
die?
Sorry.
You need to roll one more
2,
d4.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're right. I was short a d4.
I'm not about to recalculate this though, so.
It's a 4.
7. 20 plus 8?
Yes. 'Cause it's
Okay.
Plus, yep.
Yeah, so they just tear this gnoll to pieces. It's like cackling and screaming as it's being eaten by very nearly its own. Yep. Okay, no more wolves. It's Cora's turn. Just want to shoot at whatever you can see, basically. You could shoot at the
Yeah,
gnolls
I mean-
being attacked by wolves, or you could shoot at the other gnolls not being attacked by wolves.
Well, I was going to take Mirad as lead. What language do gnolls speak? What do they count as? Are they beasts?
Let's roll. I want to say intelligence for you. See what you
Aberrations?
think.
Okay.
No, you don't know what they. You have no clue what they speak.
No clue. So I'm just going to yell out an aberration. Your mother was an elder fiend, and your father was carrion meat. And then I guess my bonus action, switch over my hunter's mark to somebody who's already been damaged, probably attacked by the wolves, and let's go ahead and hit them.
All right. That would be this guy here. Plus 10, that'll hit. You want the 2d8 or?
Yeah, let's do all the damage.
Okay. That's
Let's
definitely
murder
gonna
some
kill
people.
it. Jesus. 19 points of damage after you yell out your sinister
Finally,
insult.
Good roll.
You
Yeah.
draw back your bow. It was a pretty good roll. The 6 was not great, but you draw back your bow. You loose the arrow. As the gnoll is looking around, being torn apart by wolves, it's held in place momentarily. And you see the opening. The arrow catches the gnoll right in the eye and jams, jutting out the back of its skull, and it collapses to the ground.
Yeah, I think I've been under average for my damage rolls lately, so that's the first one that's been nice. And then I'll hit another one, but I can't change my hunter's mark again, so only
That
one.
is correct.
1d8.
I'm gonna say you're gonna shoot at this boy over here.
Actually, just 1d8. That's
Just
it.
1d8, yeah. That'll hit. Changing targets quickly. You turn. You don't get a great hit on this one. It just sort of grazes off its shoulder, but you do manage to hit the gnoll with your arrow for 7 points of piercing damage.
Yeah,
That
good
brings us to the gnolls. Do they feel cool? Probably not. Nope. Merida really scared the shit out of them.
Hooray!
So they are just gonna run. 1, 2, 3.
Run away.
Do the wolves get an AO on him?
I'm thinking, is he gonna try to disengage? Let's see if he has his senses about him. Yes, he's gonna disengage. At 6, he glances momentarily at the charred corpse of his apparent captain as he starts running by. So they can get way out there. Alright, there's one gnoll left on the field. Roy, turns to everyone and shrugs and charges after it. Since he didn't get to do anything. Oh, come on.
Aw.
The first swing misses.
Earlier in the week, you were like, "Roy, it's cool. I'm sad I didn't get to fight too." And now
Yeah, he's rolling crap. See, whenever I play an NPC that's on your side, I roll crap. Whenever I play NPCs that are fighting you, you get to get smeeshed. So what? +8. Oh, that'll hit! So that does... Oh, for max damage, too. He slashes the gnoll in the back. You see him... almost enter a trance, and he goes to attack again. 6, so that'll hit too. Oh, this guy was already injured. So he took what? Oh no, the first slash will just kill him. Yeah, never mind. He charges up to him, slashes him in the back, straight across his back. The gnoll reels back and howls as blood starts pouring from their wound. It limps off another 5 feet before collapsing to the ground. Dead. Storm still rages overhead, but the gnolls seem to have dispersed for the moment.
they took the warning, I guess.
I'm glad that we could end this one without much more effort from us. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm very exhausted at this point.
Great
Agreed.
thinking with the threat, though, honestly. Surprised they listened as well as they did, but that was incredible.
Thank you. Well, are we still thinking that we want to camp out here?
I mean,
Between the giants and the gnolls,
Ella.
it's looking pretty dangerous.
I don't know if it's safe here.
I need recovery.
yeah, I'm with Roy. I'm not feeling too confident about.
Neither am
We
I.
didn't exactly finish off the gnolls here. This is just that was probably the largest of their pack, but more could be on their way.
I think I'd sleep better in an actual bed for a number
Me
of
too.
reasons, so maybe we should go back to town.
If you're going to Brimshire, I guess I'll join you.
Alright, that sounds good. To Jirashi's then.
Yep.
I'm excited
you-
for cheese.
You release the storm above you.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly fades. Do you all make your way back to the road, this time without incident, to head back into Brimshire? By the time you get there, it's probably early afternoon. It was quite some ways.
Let's go find out what this bag is before we go to sleep.
I'd
No.
rather go to bed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, before, was my ham shank, like, I'm going to open the bag up and look, but not put my hand in there because of smarts?
It's really dark in the bag. You don't see
Ham
anything.
shank in there?
You don't see anything.
Can I turn it over and dump it out?
Okay, so a ham shank falls out.
Just the ham shank, though. Interesting.
Just the ham shank. There's nothing else in there.
Can I try putting it in again? Dumping it out?
Sure, you put it in,
again, dumping it out?
you dump it
Wait a
out.
I thought we put that one dude's body in there.
Oh, yeah. Try a knoll. Like, let's put it on a knoll's hand. And then do it again.
Oh, before you go back, you're doing this?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I thought you were doing this in Brimshire.
No, sorry. I wanted to experiment with the bag, like, earlier. I
Okay.
just kind of forgot that it existed.
Put the Knoll's
Yeah.
hand in it, the dead Knoll's hand.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking about things we wanted, I kind of wanted to take the dummy, but I think it's way past that point.
A little bit. Also, it would have.
The dummy was extremely heavy. It was like the weight of a person. It was full of
Okay, we
sand.
couldn't. We also kind of glazed over that we sent the miners back to town that we found on the road.
We just told them to walk back,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they turned around. I don't think.
it wasn't a big
anything
moment.
else.
I guess I'm hoping that they'll go help my mining corporation do its mining thing better.
They will.
Mining Corporation.
So, experimenting with the bag, putting it on knoll body parts. Anything happening?
Put the bag over the Knoll's body part. Nothing happens.
Even multiple attempts, nothing happens.
Nothing happens in multiple attempts.
Leaving it on there for like 3 minutes, nothing happens.
Is everyone gonna hang around while Alec
I mean,
puts
I'm only gonna take,
bags
like,
on
5
Knolls?
minutes.
Yeah,
I
we're all
mean,
curious about this bag.
I mean, I'm
5
pretty sure.
minutes is
pretty
long
sure
enough
Alec-
to
Before we left her.
regroup and form another war party.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Giants are around. We have to be careful.
I think we should just leave a leak to do
Yeah.
his weird bag stuff.
I hope he follows us.
Also, Alik, I'm pretty sure we've proven that it whatever the hell this bag is, it doesn't like dead things.
Well, we've established that now for sure.
Maybe we didn't really
Cora,
test it.
on the way back.
Oh,
can you
we
use your
tested it on
ranger
another
skills?
corpse.
Cora, can you use your ranger skills to catch some, squirrels and small game?
I mean,
I'd like to head back to Brimshire as fast as possible. Like, we have plenty of time to investigate this bag's properties when we're well rested.
Get the curiosity, but I think we should take the bag away from Malik.
Yeah, I'll take it. I like having evil stuff. And we
good,
destroyed my
that's
book.
good. You can,
Are you actually taking it from him?
No,
I
no.
don't know,
I'll give it
Alec,
to
you want me to hold on to it, or you
Yeah,
want to play
sure.
with it more?
You want to experiment with it? I've done my tests.
Yeah. So there you go. I'll take it.
The rigorous testing. The dwarf.
I feel like I've done the most rigorous testing.
As long as you write down your results, it's science.
Yeah.
Which I didn't write it down, but whatever.
Don't worry, I've been writing things down for Rastasia.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is, if we're gonna go back to Brimshire, I mean, we need to rest up. But we are going back to Brimshire. We need to rest up, but maybe Rastasia can at least help us identify this damn thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Anyways, so to Jirashi's.
Jirashi's.
Like I said, you make your way back to town. By the time you get there, it's probably midday. The town, again, fairly quiet, although things seem to be getting back to normal a little bit. You hear blacksmiths working over the forge. You hear the billows of the smelter creak as they move in and out, smelting ore from the nearby lacquery mines. You see people headed to and from the lacquery mines mostly, with picks over their shoulders, small satchels or large canvas sacks that they carry with them, little pouches of lunch, perhaps like dried meat, little bits of mushroom and stuff like that. And you make your way back to the center of the town, to Jirashi's. It's good to see you all again, during the day too. Jirashi's there at the front.
Oh, hello, Jirashi. Yeah, we're pretty worn out, though, I think, even though it's afternoon. We're gonna head to bed, but, could we get something to eat quickly first?
Yeah, of course. She goes into the back and, instructs the cook what to get you. You all sit around a table.
Getting food. Yes, let's take a table. Should we warn the villagers of the encroaching giant, what are they called when they're ambushing and taking things? They're, I don't know, whatever.
Brigands?
The giant brigands, sure, the giant brigands who are raiding the caravans. I worry that the town might be now.
Yeah, we can warn people tomorrow too.
But why? I mean, why would you think that they're heading towards town? They seem to be sticking to the roads for a while now.
Next. Well, even if they are sticking to the roads, we do want to take caution to make sure that the convoys going in and out are aware of them, don't we? After all, giants are no laughing matter.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. Nerida, go ahead.
I was just gonna wave down Jirashi and ask him if he could spread the news. I feel
Jirashi's a woman.
Oh, she could spread the news.
Yeah.
Unless someone had another idea.
No, I think that's a good idea.
All right, I'll wave. Jirashi, can we talk to you for a second?
Oh, yes. What is it? What can I do for you?
Well, we've had a pretty rough day. Unfortunately, it seems like there's a band of giants attacking people along the road.
I've heard of that.
Oh, good. We were hoping maybe you could spread the news, maybe let one of the town guards know. We need to rest, but tomorrow we're going to do our best to take care of it.
The town guards certainly know. I just don't want to put people in a panic around here, you know. You guys do look pretty bushed. Quite tired. Definitely have a rest, but I suppose I'll let people know. I mean, rumors have been going all over town that there's giants all over the road.
Thank you so much. I mean, if people are already aware, that's fine, but we just didn't feel right going to sleep after the day we faced and not letting anybody know that there could be dangers out there.
Oh, that's quite kind of you. Most people are, staying in town most of the time. They're pretty understanding. They don't leave. And so they're not really at too much risk. As long as they don't come into town. You don't think there's any risk of them coming here, do you?
I don't think so. It seemed like they were heading into the mountains, but of course we can't promise what they'll decide to do, and it's better safe than sorry.
Would they have any reason to come here? Do you know what they're after?
I mean, we don't know why they're after caravans to begin with. It seems a little odd for a giant, so we have no explanation at the moment.
Does seem a bit odd, but giants are pretty smart, I hear, so they probably are up to something. Hopefully we have enough protection here with the Lackery Private Guard and the Town's Guard.
I hope so, too.
Indeed. If you heard anything about that special request I gave you?
No, unfortunately. This pretty rare skill set, especially here in Brimshire. It's all miners, lots of physical laborers, miners, smiths, people who work the bellows. It's difficult to find people with administrative talent. who aren't already working a tavern or something.
Well, keep searching. I want to try to stick it to those lacrimaes.
Yeah, I'll keep the ear out. I don't know how much longer the Western camp can last, unfortunately. It sounds like they're down to just a few workers, a couple dozen or so.
Well, if that's what it is, that's what it is, but I hope that we can start.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna compete. Lackery have money and influence, you know? It's gonna be very difficult.
Money I could maybe provide, but influence, I don't have much sway in that.
You have
realm.
money like the Lackery. What are you doing here?
Like the lacquery, no. But I'm working on it.
Yeah, well, I've never seen anybody richer outside of Thaura, so good luck to you. And the food should be out momentarily. I'll go check on Padwin.
Thank you so much.
She goes back and Padwin! She comes back out. Trays of ham shanks, fresh soups, just general food, forage and stuff. What are you guys doing? You just eating? Anyone want to do anything else before they go to bed?
We're all
well,
super exhausted.
I wanted
Nobody
to
has anything to say.
maybe. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe if I could do it tomorrow, but I wanted to talk to Alik. Maybe not in front of everybody else though.
Okay. Did you want to do that before bed, or you want to wait till the morning?
Whenever there's a chance.
I guess, well, I haven't really noticed it that much. I would like to bring up the magic stuff, but why a hard time using magic and discuss that, but I don't think I really noticed it. My character
No,
doesn't
you have not
tap into
noticed
those
it.
forces. Yeah.
So you all enjoy a hearty meal back at Jirashi's that you're used to. It seems like a finer quality meal than you've had in the past. Just slightly, like a little more herbs and spices. You think maybe they're going out of their way for you a little bit. You retire up to your rooms upstairs and get a good night and a half of rest. You spend some time sort of rolling and turning in your sleep
I'll be right back.
after you wake up, and that's where we'll take our 10-minute break. So we're gonna go to break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. See you soon. And we're back. When we left off, everyone had just settled in to a good night's sleep in the middle of the day at Jirashi's stone break in Brimshire. Lost. As you settle into your bed at Jirashi's, exhausted from the day's ordeal, your mind is a mess of clashing thoughts, wondering about what the giants might be doing, worried that your friends are in danger or you are in danger, and all of that gently settles into a small gleaming ball in front of you. It fades and shrinks. You feel a peace. A shroud of warmth envelops you. Feel the gentle kiss of morning dew gracing your face. Your eyes open to a now familiar sight. A serene forest glade. The trees above you sway gently, and their leaves rustle peacefully in the breeze. You feel at home. Where is she now, brother? The dark tiefling stands over you, a broad smile across his face. Does she still protect you?
Yes. assuming I know who you're speaking of. Miliki
Goddess.
is with me always.
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? But I fear you've felt her grasp weakening.
I mean, I suppose, but it is no matter. I've been spending much more time in cities, and it's not necessarily surprising.
Oh, so if you merely had more time in the countryside, she could better embrace you. Are you sure?
That's the way it's always worked for me in the past. Communing with nature is essential.
Perhaps you should go then and commune. See if she still answers you.
Why do you believe she wouldn't?
I fear that the gods may be falling out of favor in this world. Their time is over. It's our time now.
And when you say ours, what do you mean?
Well, you and I, brother. We don't need the silly deities anymore. We have strength in ourselves.
I don't believe that.
You
My lady
cling
protects
to the
me.
old ways. So sad, like a child clinging to his mother's bosom. Where did that ever get you? Where did your parents go? Did they protect you?
They did what they could while they could.
And it wasn't enough. Do you even know where they are now?
No.
Perhaps Miliki will tell you, if she's even willing to speak to you anymore.
What motivation do you have for saying these things?
I
What are you
act in
even
your
doing?
interests, brother. Miliki will fail you. You will have to find the strength within yourself, as I have.
I've seen your strength, and yes, it is powerful, but you are doing terrible things.
Unfortunately, I cannot reveal my greater plan to you at this time, but do believe that my intentions are good.
Often, I've encountered other people like yourself with good intentions, with horrible outcomes.
Haven't we all? Think whatever you will. It will not stop me. I just don't want to see you crushed against the rocks of change.
Why do you even care about me?
Maybe I don't. Maybe this is a waste of time.
I still don't even know who you are.
That'll be all for now, brother. But perhaps I'll see you again soon. Sight slowly darkens. You return to sleep. You feel the peace you had achieved moments ago disturbed significantly. Nerida. You glide to sleep easily in the comfort of your bed at Jirashi's. Slowly your vision becomes a tumultuous cascade of colors and shapes. You feel as though you're falling, plummeting into the abyss. Reeling, you feel Umberlee calling to you, though faintly. Gentle sea breeze crosses your face. Make a wisdom check.
$19 plus either 5 or 7. I'm not sure which. Or
Not a save, just a check.
not a save. Okay, 10 plus 1.
24.
24.
Your mind is sharp, even in sleep. And though you feel yourself falling, you reach out with your will and you are able to first stabilize yourself upright. You see the colors whizzing past you seem as visions of different places, different people, some of whom maybe you've never seen before, but they go by too quickly to tell. Slowly, you bring yourself to rest. And before you is your house on the Concord of the Coast in Gilbreth. You're standing outside the house you grew up in Gilmish.
Is anyone around outside?
The street is a normal bustle of people that you're used to in this port town on the southern coast. Traders, merchants, their slaves, their servants follow them, carrying carts or large packages with them.
All right, I'll run up and knock on the door.
Knock on the door, but no noise is produced.
I'll be like, hello, and see if I produce any noise myself.
Try to speak, and your voice just fades out. You speak. Can't seem to hear it. Looking to your left, down the road, you see a very well-dressed half-elf. He sticks out amongst the crowd. He has on him green and white robes with golden adornments. And you notice him in particular for some reason.
Do I recognize him?
You do. He looks like the man you had seen in the study in your previous vision. He walks up to your house and pulls a small key out of his pocket and unlocks the door. Walks inside.
Can I follow him?
Follow him inside. As he enters, your mother who is sitting at a table near the kitchen, stands and smiles warmly towards him and moves towards him. They embrace in front of the door. As he closes it behind him, smiling, they clutch each other tightly. She leads him over to the table where she's prepared 2 sets of supper. Mother looks much younger than you've ever known her, even. But you do recognize her familiar features. The home has only a single bed in it, lacking your bed. They sit down for supper together. To speak, but the words are unheard by you. Vision fades. Everyone wakes at Jirashi's in their beds. It is, I'm going to say you slept through the night. It was early afternoon when you arrived. You spent some time eating. So you spent all evening and night sleeping, and it is now dawn. Brimshire.
Well, I would like to go find Alik's room and knock on his door.
Okay.
Before we head down.
Alik, you hear? Knock on your door.
And I just start awake and say, Havashank, what? You can come in.
Okay. I'll enter the room and be like, "Oh, sorry to bother you. I hope you were awake already."
Is it handshake?
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't bring any with me. I'll laugh. I just wanted to talk to you about a couple things before we joined the others and started our day. The first one is things were going really well for us for a while, and I even started to feel like we were an invincible party, but recently it's been pretty rough. I'm starting to get a bit scared that, with these giants out there and other things we might face, I'm worried that we might not be able to handle it and that some of our party members might die. Maybe I'll die. I feel like I almost died. I just wanted to check in and see, do you have the ability to bring people back to life if they do fall in battle?
Helm will protect us.
I mean, that's all well and good, but I feel like despite that, I almost faced death, and I don't know if this has been happening to you, but I feel like that connection is damaged or slipping away a little bit, and I just feel nervous being the only one.
I have felt that. Yes. I don't.
I was wondering if it was just me.
I mean, I have the ability to cast it. I don't regularly prepare a revive spell.
Would you be willing to? I feel like I don't want to pass away on this journey. I have a lot of things to take care of.
I suppose I should. It's safer. And there's no better way to protect someone than to stop them from dying.
It's true.
Okay, I wanted to make sure my spell slots were right. I gotta decide.
Sorry. I know it's a hard decision. There's a lot of situations we've been in where there's a lot of things that we could have done, but I just don't want to see any of us pass away forever.
Sorry, I gotta be right back. The baby's crying.
That's okay. Head downstairs and buy him a ham shank.
Does anyone else want to have any personal conversations?
I want to go downstairs, and this actually works out well because I want to talk to Nerida. So maybe I'll catch her while she's getting Alik a ham shank.
Right.
Nerida, I need to talk to you for a second if I can.
Oh, sure. What's up? Is everything all right?
I'm not entirely sure. Last night I had another vision of that black tiefling.
Oh dear.
And when I say a vision, it was more like we were conversing, and I was weirdly at ease at the time.
Ascending.
But he said something that concerned me, and I wanted to talk to you, and honestly, I probably also need to talk to Alik about this, but the way he is, I figured I'd talk to you first. Have you been feeling like you've been less connected to Umberly?
Yes, I have. And I talked to Alik briefly about it this morning, and he has as well. I was worried it was just me because, although I do feel a strong connection to her, the way in which I came by my powers was kind of strange, and I always live in fear that one day she'll abandon me, and that'll be the end of me again.
Well, the black tiefling suggested our gods are... it was less about them losing interest in us and more about them losing their power, it sounded like. And I got to admit, I've barely had any interaction with Miliki since we destroyed that book. And I didn't want to believe it at the time, excuse me, I guess I was asleep, but I didn't want to believe it when I woke up, but I can't get this. I can't shake the feeling that there was some truth to his words.
Well, it's certainly something that we all seem to have felt. At least the three of us who worship gods.
Yeah.
He was the tiefling that you saw with the giants, right?
Yes, and this is the second time that he's visited me in my sleep.
Yeah.
I still don't know who he is, but he was talking about an inner power, one free of gods, and that their time is ending. And I don't know. I feel very uneasy, and
Yeah.
it's not.
I'm back.
I mean, it might be for the best to try to track him down. If he can walk into your dreams so easily, though, I worry about what kind of foe he is. He can elude us or defeat us, but finding him certainly would be useful.
Whoever he is, he has very powerful magic.
Yeah.
He shrugged off the night I first saw him. He shrugged off a spell of mine, and as I said twice now, he's infiltrated my dreams, and it's even more than just simple infiltration. I think he's guiding them.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps when we head to Thara, we could talk to Teluria about it when we drop off the goods. I mean, if he's been behind the giant attacks as well, she would have a vested interest in taking care of it.
Yeah, agreed.
She might have some suggestions as to what kind of creature would be capable of cutting off our connection like that.
Yeah. I think I need to take a little time maybe and see if I can get Mieliki to talk to me.
I understand. Well, I don't think, besides heading to Thara, we could probably take a bit of time today. Maybe pick up some supplies and meditate.
Yeah, I think that might be best. Will you do me a favor and share my concerns with Elik? I see you're picking up a hand shank. I can only assume it's for him.
I will.
Thanks.
I am suddenly down in the common room, having woken up and walked down. If that's where you guys are.
We are. So if you'd like to join us, I guess I can.
Sure.
I can.
She's got a hand shank, so yeah.
Yeah. Elik, I was just talking to Nerida, and have you been feeling your connection to Helm fading?
I have, yeah. It's strange. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but sometimes it feels like it's more difficult to draw on my divine magics, my connection to Helm. I assume since you all use the same connection to Helm, at least, well, maybe you don't think you do, but of course you do, that it's the same for you.
I'm going to roll my eyes, but nod. Mostly because I'm concerned, and I don't feel like arguing with Elik's Helm stuff.
Dang.
Yeah, I've been feeling. It's been different, and as I also was just telling Nerida, the black tiefling I saw the other night has been visiting me in my sleep. And he claims that the gods are losing power, or at least our connection to them is. It's not just our connection to them that's fading. It might be a larger problem. I'm thinking that I need to. I might try to commune with nature a little bit and see if I can reach out to my lady, but. I'm curious if since Helm speaks to you, if you've gotten any indication what's going on.
Other than the vision with the elf girl and the tiefling, no, he hasn't visited me in my dreams or spoken to me, but I have seen him.
Okay.
Perhaps if we all commune together, it could bolster our commune strength.
I'd be up for that. I'd like to suggest, especially while we rest from the last few days ordeals, that maybe we do this sooner than later, possibly before moving on to Thara.
Today, but no time to rest. We have some giants to kill. We've got to protect the people around here.
I agree. It might be worth our while to try to return these goods in case they...
Oh, that's what the ranger, or whoever he was, is. That's his job. We'll tell her he's on the way and our part's been taken care
I
of.
mean, we were going to get quite a bit of gold for doing it.
Yeah, I was about to say we're gonna trust Roy to. I
Oh,
mean,
we're
either
going to
Roy's going to
trust Lady
collect the.
Feluria. We
collect-
can send a sending to her and give her the details.
Okay. That is also true. And now that we're arrested, maybe Nerida, you can get a message out to her.
I could do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't want to necessarily worry the rest of the group. I know the three of us are, the most
Yeah.
faithful.
Well, speaking of Teluria again, though, I was hoping maybe we could ask her for assistance in taking out these giants.
We should ask for assistance. That storm giant was rather scary.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And while we do risk losing their trail into the mountains, I feel like if this tiefling is causing as much trouble as he is for you, Lost, he's probably going to come back.
And I
Yeah.
understand giants tend to leave quite the trail.
And I still can't shake the feeling. I mean, he was there that night, and we did not see him in the cave. But I think I think he's the one who's orchestrating these attacks. So.
I mean,
but-
we don't really have any other motivations for why the giants would be attacking caravans.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's get some breakfast, and I'm gonna have a drink.
Sounds good,
point-
and I'll drop a hamshake in front of the week.
Yeah.
Roy comes down behind you. Too.
Stuff.
Hey, hell of a night, huh?
Oh my goodness.
You can see now he's not wearing like his hood, and he's normally has like a headband on and everything too, and is heavily has lots of makeup, whatever you want to call it, cover camo stuff on. You see pointed ears protruding out from his head. What do they got here? I haven't been here.
Well, they have
Well-
porridge, various meats. I believe there was a soup of some kind. Ale, pretty basic fare, especially compared to oh my gosh, the festuatum. That's
Yes.
it. Sorry, it's been a long few days.
I can't say I've spent much time in Brimshire, mostly Thowra in the wilds, but it's like a nice enough place.
Yeah, it's a decent mining town. Been a lot of trouble recently for them, but hopefully they'll get back on their feet.
Thanks to us.
Thanks to you guys, huh? What do you mean?
Well,
There was a
And-
demonic threat.
there was a demonic threat, and we
Several
defeated it.
In fact, they may have been related.
Can you be more specific? Pulls out a small notebook.
Well, there were two, competing mines, and I'll explain to him. What was his name? Hallandar owned one of them. He acted as if he was a champion for the people, but unfortunately, he had an evil plot. He was a Cambrian, I believe it was.
That's
Cambian?
correct. Yeah.
And his father was summoned within the mine and attacked and killed many civilians. We managed to take him and Hallandar out, but this town will take a long time to recover from such a thing.
How long ago was this?
Maybe less than a week,
Yeah.
probably.
We also
And he's-
destroyed the demon throne, his seat of power.
It was Metakiri, I believe, was his father, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Scribbling in his notebook a little bit. Interesting.
Also, that wizard opened the portals in the other mines.
Yes,
That
yes. The
seems to have happened quite a while ago, though.
Therial, a wizard named Therial he discovered the Book of Darkness and managed to open an abyssal gate. Two abyssal gates.
Oh, can't say I know much about this Book of Darkness. It's an interesting story. Like to
Well.
keep track of everything that's happening in the area.
Yeah. The book is gone. Metakiri is gone. Hallandar is gone. we were
Sounds
able
like it's a pretty thoroughly solved problem then, huh?
Hollandar's removal left a little bit of a vacuum in the for the people, and the mine not run by the Lacrimatus is not doing very well, it seems.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
While you
Solve
guys are
the-
having this conversation, Chance and I are gonna make our way downstairs and join everyone else.
Ah, your tiefling friend is up too.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
You guys are too early of risers for me.
We
Chance,
all
I
needed
need
to
to-
sleep.
Chance, can I get a moment of your time?
Yeah, sure.
So this, I'm gonna pull Chance aside from the group.
Yeah, Roy will go and order breakfast from Jirashi and
Yeah.
talk.
Actually, maybe I'll bring him over towards the bar because I'm gonna get a drink. Out of curiosity, Chance, I know you didn't see him that night, but this damn black tiefling that we encountered has been invading my dreams, quite frankly, and I'm just curious if you've experienced anything.
No, I've just been having my usual dreams. No,
Okay.
fun memories, but I haven't had anything out of the normal. What's he been saying to you?
Nothing good, but he believes it's for. Well, he believes he is doing good, but I think he's deluding himself. I'm just I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that this isn't like some of his motivations aren't some bizarre tiefling thing. But if he hasn't been bothering you, then maybe there's something more.
Yeah, has he said anything weird or referred to you in a weird way?
No, I mean, he called me. He's been making me relive some of my childhood memories that I could barely even remember. And he's been calling me brother, but I don't actually think he's my brother. I think it's colloquialism, if anything. But I still don't know who he is, so we'll figure this out.
And nobody else has had the dream about tiefling.
He appeared to Alik in his dream as well, but not the same way that he's been appearing to me.
He's
He-
shown up in my dream, but he hasn't appeared to me in a dream, if that makes sense. It was more
Okay.
of a vision of events that I believe have passed previously. Helm
Yeah.
showed me.
Of course, Alik doesn't get to respond because he's not with us. But
Am I not? Are we not at the table right now?
No.
I pulled Chance aside.
I didn't say anything.
He's got really good hearing today.
Yeah, exactly. It's that dwarven hearing.
dwarf ears here?
But
I do
no.
have really good perception. So.
If I recall correctly, Alik said that he had a vision of the tiefling, but I've been interacting with him. It's been very weird. So
Well, no, I haven't been affected by anything. I haven't had any strange communication with this guy.
okay, that's good. I'm not trying to worry anybody, but I just wanted to check. So
See, this is what you guys get for having all your power coming from a third party. You gotta have the inner light, man.
yes, I mean it doesn't come naturally to it appear naturally to us like it does you.
We can't all be that lucky.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I'm gonna order a drink. Chance, you wanna drink?
No, but I think. Let me see if I can scrounge into my backpack for just the last little bits of my wheel of cheese.
You have a tiny slice of cheese left. Jirashi's at the bar. It's a bit early to be drinking, but you certainly deserve a drink if you want it.
Yeah, I had a rough night.
Yeah, I could tell.
Oh,
You looks exhausted still. You sure the beds are okay?
oh yes, the beds are fine. I just bad dreams.
I can only imagine what you all have seen. You've fought demons here.
Oh,
Maybe you
but don't
could tell
take
me.
it too seriously, Joshy. Loss just kind of always looks like that.
I'm going to scowl but grin at Chance upon him saying that. But yes, I don't. I would like a drink. Maybe not quite the strong stuff today. Maybe just
Some
an
mead
ale.
or some wine or ale. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Pours you a tankard of ale. You
I'll
guys,
grab that.
You eat and drink free, Jirashi's friends of Brimshire.
Much appreciated.
Just tell people how good our food is. Badwin works
Oh,
real
yeah.
hard.
We've been bragging about this place to our new companion Roy. So
Yes, the half-elf gentleman over there. He seems to be quite enjoying his breakfast, so hopefully whoever he knows he'll tell as well.
yes, indeed.
Well, let me know if you need anything else. I'll be at the bar.
Will do. Appreciate it. And I'm gonna grab my beer and go back to my ale and go back to the table.
I'm gonna follow suit and sit down with everybody.
Recongregate around the table. Are there more conversations to be had, or you guys might want to decide where you're going? What are you doing next?
So,
I'd like to get another diamond
okay.
and maybe a small piece of jewelry for fun.
And do we want to go and visit Rastasia as well?
Yes, for
Yes. And Alik, Nerida, and I also have a little errand that we need to run.
sure.
I think Nerida's is assuming you're cool with that. I think we're going to also reach out to Luria and let her know that we were able to recover the stolen goods.
Yeah, sounds good. I could do that now if you like.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably good. Now's a good time as any. We're all together.
All right. Is there anything else that we want to tell her? Just we got the goods. Giants escaped.
We should probably indicate that we had some help.
Yeah, with Roy.
From Roy and the Silverblades.
Yeah, she'll open a channel too once I message her, so
Yeah.
we can get more than the 20 words in eventually. So I'll try to connect to Umberly and cast sending
Okay, you reach
to
out
Luria.
to Umberly. Again, you struggle to establish a connection, but it's not horrible. After a few seconds, you're able to do it. And you're able to send a message. What
Right.
would you like to send? Are you doing this right in the middle of the tavern, by the way?
I mean, I assume does it have a verbal component? I assumed it
The
was
verbal
just...
it has a verbal component, yeah, and then you speak the message.
Okay, then I'll go somewhere a little more subtle, I
Okay.
guess. I just thought I could just speak. I'll say, met up with Roy. We got the cargo. Giants behind raids. Too much for us now. Headed to Thara. Can update you then.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get back. Oh, Nerida. Who's Roy? I can't establish a link right now. Be a couple of hours. But sounds good. Hope to see you back in Thara soon.
I will wave over Alik. I can make eye contact with him.
Sure.
Hi, so I just sent my call. I'll try to be quiet. And it went okay, but Taloria had never heard of Roy or didn't seem to know who I was talking about. That seems a little odd if he was on the same mission we were.
Where's Roy right now?
I mean, I'm away from everyone, right? So I'm
Yeah, I assume Roy is still at the table with the rest of us.
eating breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he was a Silverblade and not in the Spellcasters Guild, but
of the Silverblades?
I don't have enough words daily to ask, and I just sort of assumed she would know that he was out here stalking the giants for weeks.
Virtually everybody in Thaura knows of the Silverblades, and most people in Lothuria know of the Silverblades. They're part of the Lothurian army. They're just kind of like the elite force.
I mean, it might be nothing to worry about, and it might just be that she can't know every Silverblade and what their mission is, but we might want to keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't get away with the loot or anything like that.
Fell into criminal hands, they could cause a lot of damage with weapons? Was it weapons that we recovered?
It was a whole lot of weapons and armor, yeah.
So maybe we should politely question Roy about his plans with this.
Maybe. I mean, we don't want to arouse suspicion, and like I said, it could be nothing, but and with his magical cube, I assumed he had been sent out here to get it, but it seems like he was on his own.
It does seem implausible that they would send out a single person to recover the shipment. I mean, magical pocket portals are not standard issue for scouts.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Anyway, just something to be aware of. Maybe spread the word to the others when you get a moment alone with them. I don't want to alert him, but I don't think we should trust him fully either.
Okay. I think some light questioning is good. We can get some insight. How are you going to move the shipment? Are you going to meet in Thaura? Are you going to meet your sergeant? Whatever.
Sounds good. Maybe let Chance or Welgwyn know so they can use their abilities
that sounds
to discuss with him subtly.
All right, so we're gonna walk back over to the table. I'm gonna make a boorish, Welgwyn, you are one of the tiny people, like the other one, Cora is. Do you tell me about your home? Come on, go over here. Tell me about your home. Is it like Cora's? Just like a really kind of clumsy but weirdly endearing.
I'll humor it. All right. I'm still impressed by all the helm stuff, so I'll go.
Roy's digging into his food, and
so as we get far enough away for earshot, I kind of relay to our suspicions.
And I'll turn to Roy so he doesn't wonder about them and be like, "Oh, it must feel so good after so long stalking giants in the mountains alone to have a real cooked meal for you." Once.
You don't even know, and a bed. This is real good. Oh, he's stuffing a ham shank in his mouth.
Basically, I'm just gonna recap it with maybe question him, see.
Do you want me to steal the thing from him? Do you want me to just thing off of him?
If he's a bad guy and we suspect it, if we have to steal from him to protect people, then I think you're going to need to steal from him. But maybe not right away.
Okay. Yeah. I'll definitely wait and be patient for sure to steal the thing that holds a ton of stuff. Yeah.
I'll steal.
Let me know.
Whatever. You don't even need a reason.
I mean, if it'll help people, sure, I'll take that really valuable, awesome thief trinket for sure to be helpful.
Did I ever give my cloak back to Roy? I mean, Roy's cloak back to Roy?
Yeah, I assume you gave it back to him during the travel.
You assume wrong. No.
He asked for it back at some point. If you don't want to give it back,
We just keep asking for
He'll
all
be
this cool
hurt.
stuff. Can I keep your cloak? Can I keep your cube?
hey, you're a pretty cool guy. Can I have all your stuff?
Yeah, can I just rifle through your backpack real quick?
Wow, that is
Ooh,
a
cool.
nice shirt. Can I have that shirt off your back? So we head back over.
Still cramming his mouth. And the smell! The smell is it's terrible. But allows you to track them real easy. They're evil, you know. Points his ham shank at you as he says it.
I've certainly never heard of them doing anything good.
Yeah, they'll eat human flesh.
Ugh, that's
It's
horrifying.
Ravenous for it. I've
I'm
seen
glad.
him tear a guy apart. He's like rips at his ham shank.
I feel bad I couldn't hit more of them with lightning.
Well, you hit that one. And did him in immediately.
It had the intended effect.
He was smoking for the next hour, I bet.
So, Roy, we didn't really get a chance to connect too much out there, but tell me a little bit about how what is life like as a Silverblade? How do they usually send you out solo on that kind of mission? It seems so dangerous.
It's so stuffy early on. It's all push-ups and dueling drills. But I've been a blade long enough. I can more or less do what I like. I requested the assignment.
Yeah, well, that's
That's
great.
my insight. 20.
I was gonna roll one, but
20 plus what?
Plus many.
Plus lots because you're a cleric.
Yeah, let me see. Plus 6.
Okay. What do you want to know? Like,
Is he telling the truth about his boot camp experience in the Silverblades?
he's certainly not speaking in any way that would betray any lie. He doesn't appear to be lying in any way. You got a real good read on him, and he's not like he doesn't have any tics. He's not stammering. He's just speaking normally. I requested that assignment. I like to be out in the woods, and I kind of like the danger of it. You know, I think you said something last night too. You feel like you might die, but you couldn't be more excited. I feel that every single day.
Sure. Yeah, I know that feeling well. The thrill of almost getting in trouble. Do you find yourself out alone on that kind of mission a lot? I mean, do they check in on you? How does that work? It seems like a risk for them to take.
That's what I like. Usually don't work with others too much. Nothing. It's not that I'm against it. No one in the Silverblades really caught my fancy, I guess. You know what I mean? I like you guys. We pulled off a pretty sweet little recon and theft there.
Yeah, on the subject of that, I gotta be honest. That little cube thing you have is the coolest thing I have ever seen. Do they give that to you? Yeah. Is that like a Silverblade thing, or?
Oh no, they don't even know I have it.
Interesting. Where did you get something like that?
I'd rather not say. Again, I've probably said too much at this point. Just even showing it to you could get in big trouble with the Silverblades. So please keep that between us.
Don't worry, I've
Come on.
never
Roy.
been one to talk to cops.
When you show up to Silverblade HQ with all of the goods in a portable hole, what are they going to say?
I wasn't planning to bring it back to Silverblade HQ. But we can take them out beforehand and put them on a cart or something.
What were
don't
you
have to know
planning
I
to do
have
with them?
With what? With the cargo?
The huge amount of cargo we hoped you steal, yeah.
I hadn't thought about it.
we were tasked to take it
Wasn't
back.
even planning to steal it until you guys showed up.
That's a good point.
Whatever you guys want to do with it is up to you. I imagine you're returning it to Thaura for some reason.
Yeah, we were tasked to take it to Telluria. Have you heard of her?
Telluria. Oh, that's... You mean Telluria Delphi?
Yes.
Yeah, the Spellcaster's Authority. Yeah. She gave you the task to get the cargo?
Yes, also to take care of whatever was causing the caravans to be murdered, but we at least finished part of the job.
Take care of it?
Yeah, she didn't know that it was 1,000,000 giants.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. I mean, stealing from them is one thing. Killing them, pretty different.
Well, if the task is important enough to her, we're hoping maybe she will send help with us.
Good luck. I don't know what you'll get from the Spellcaster's Authority. It's a bunch of bureaucrats over there.
Would the Silverblades be willing to help us?
I'm preparing my report. I'll take it back. Take it back.
Could we see part of the report? I wonder if you have any good notes that might help us predict their movement.
I don't know what you could possibly hope to gain from it. It's literally
Who
just...
knows, right? What would it hurt?
Here. He hands you a small notebook. Leafing through it, you see like small maps. There's like a map of the encampment where they were. There are maps of what look like several other encampments that they may have created over the course of several weeks. There are like dates with movement throughout the Foldstaff Mountains down onto the road and back and all over the place. He seemed to be tracking a couple different groups of giants and would sort of lose track of one as he followed another for bits of time. They span about 3.5 weeks. No dick drawings. There's one drawing of a stone giant, like...
It gets pretty boring out there in the mountains by yourself.
Paint me
Draw me like one of your French girls.
You're like one of your stone giants.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are sketches of the different kinds, like hill giant and stone giant. But there's no drawing of the cloud giant.
What is it that makes you want to seek out the giants specifically? Seems like a risky choice to make.
Well, they threaten the roads, and like I said, risk is kind of what I live for. Like being of service to my country, and it's kind of a fun job.
All right, well, I think we're happy to have your expertise in our corner for a little while, at least while we travel together.
Oh, yeah. I think a couple more hours of writing, and my reports will be complete, and I can do that on the road.
Tell me, Roy. I'm just curious. Since you've been tracking these, I guess, from the looks of it, a couple different groups of giants. Is this level of organized aggression? And I used organized somewhat loosely. Is this atypical for the giants in this area?
Well, there aren't really giants in this area until a couple of weeks ago. So, no.
Okay, cool. No, I that's kind of what I was feeling about this, but it's glad to have it. I'm happy to have it confirmed by somebody who's been tracking their movements recently.
Yeah, they really caught my attention. Don't know what's to be done about them.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll just leave. They'll just go back.
Roy, I can't stop thinking about the cube thing. I'm so curious about this. You got to tell us more about this thing, man.
What do you want to know? It's cloth.
I mean,
it folds up and to a nice little square. If you fold it into a square, you can fold it into whatever you like, but...
Could you get one for us?
Yes. Biggest question.
And if you couldn't, where could we get our own?
Sorry to say, I don't think I could. A little too busy anyway.
Okay, so you couldn't get it for us, but come on. We're getting close here. We've shared breakfast, we've had a little bit of fights together. We're best of friends. You could tell us where you found this.
Roll persuasion.
Come on. And I'm not very convincing. It's 12.
I don't think so. Look, we're good friends and all. That was a really good little heist there, but can't get this person in more trouble, so we'll just leave it at that.
We could buy it off of you.
Buy the whole off of me. It's pretty valuable for me.
What are you thinking? 1,000 gold?
Definitely not. That's well under what I paid for it.
2,000 gold. Wait a second. You paid
Well,
for it. How did
yeah.
someone on a silver whatever guardsman's salary pay for more
I
than
get paid a
2,000
lot.
gold?
I don't know if you know who the Silver Blades are. I've got money for it.
Just out of curiosity, why would you telling us where you got the hole from? Why would that get the person in trouble? We're not looking to get anybody in trouble.
They don't like to draw any unnecessary attention to themselves, and if they heard that you found them through me, I lose standing with them. It's just no good.
It's the syndicate. You're a member of the syndicate.
He just rolls his eyes at you. It's not the
Can
syndicate.
Okay. Do I believe him?
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure it's the syndicate. +8, but that's still not great.
He doesn't think it's the syndicate.
All right. 2,500?
We're getting there.
What's the price? I mean, we're haggling over pennies.
I hadn't thought about it. I never had any offers on it. I didn't think I'd ever sell it. I
You
think
can't
I'll
get
keep
that
it.
much out of it as a silver blade, and what are you going to do with it other than steal large quantities of weapons that are destined to Thaura?
There's all sorts of stuff I can do with it. I mean, you've seen it.
How much do you want?
It's not for sale.
But if it was, how much would you want?
Hadn't thought about it.
Oh,
Can we eat breakfast?
yeah, I was about to say, can you guys just let Roy enjoy his
Eat
breakfast?
some breakfast and just think about
Just one last question. Can you camp in the hole?
Yeah. While it's open,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. If someone comes along and folds it, you'd be in quite a bit of trouble. I put
Would
a
it eat
badger
you?
in there once, and when I reopened it, it had suffocated.
That's not funny.
And yet you laugh. I thought it was a little funny.
Well, that's the only thing that happened. It only suffocated.
Well,
wasn't
I
digested
assume
in
it
any way.
suffocated. Yeah, digested? What are you talking about?
You would be
Who told you about our
astonished at
bag?
the things that will digest you.
Yeah, like a hole?
Yes.
I would be astonished. You're right.
That reminds me, I gotta go. We gotta go by Rostasius. I keep on forgetting to
Yeah.
do that.
Good do.
Oh yeah, it'll be good.
Well, we can head there now if you want.
I am thinking
What's
Roy should come with us
Restasius?
once he's done with his dinner. Maybe he can get you can get a quote for your hole. See how much, if you ever decide to sell it. See how much.
I'm not selling it.
Well, no, I'm not saying you have to, but maybe it's worth 500.
If I'm not selling it, why am I getting a quote for it?
Because retirement plan.
Oh
Maybe
my
you
God.
have it.
Ellie, just leave the man be for now, okay?
You guys go everywhere with this guy?
Yep.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, only recently. I'm starting to rethink that though.
I'm not. He's friends with a god. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Helm, good one.
It's worth it when he saves your life.
Oh, another god talker, huh?
Well, he's summoned him. I have to keep saying that I've watched him
Summoned
close
him?
a bit. Yeah.
Helm appeared?
Well, no,
Yeah.
not summoned. He helped intervene on our behalf to, what did he do? Destroy the book?
He closed the gate.
Yeah.
Portal,
He took
yeah.
both of his gauntlets and closed the gate.
Clap shut the gate. A portal to another demonic realm. The one that was
Okay, then.
bound in Chico.
Yeah, Alik sounds like a typical religious nut, but he backs it up.
With
I
smack
gotta
it by
say,
accident.
I'm impressed. Roll persuasion, actually, Alik. Slaps.
Bad! 15!
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
I gotta say I'm impressed. Maybe I'll try to find a Temple of Helm every once in a while.
Do well in your line of work to have the blessing of protection.
Yeah, the guardianship. Alright, who's this? Rastasia?
What's this old witch that lives in town? She collects magical items, does enchantments.
You're gonna like her.
Interesting. You think, I mean, I know I'm not a member of the Spellcasters Authority, but you think it's a good idea to bring a silver blade?
I mean, I think she'll be fine with it.
I
She
mean,
have a
we also
license?
don't have to tell her that you're a silver blade.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm thinking too.
And she
It
doesn't
also might
exactly do
increase
everything
the
by
standing
the
of
book.
the silver blades in the city. If a silver blade helped us recover this very important, very valuable shipment.
Sorry, what was the first part of that?
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
It'll help increase the silver blade's standing, and as far as the Spellcasters Authority goes.
well, I mean, we're talking about visiting Rastasia. Rastasia doesn't need to
Yeah.
know that Roy is
I
a
thought
silver
we were
blade.
talking about Thara. Never mind.
No. Yeah.
Alright, well, let's get going, I guess. He pushes his empty plate with just like bones on it aside. I'm ready if you guys are.
Sounds good.
You make your way over to Rastasia's shack. You can see Roy looks like visibly confused when you approach the shack. This place?
Oh man, you are gonna lose it. It's so cool.
It's like your hole, only it's not a hole. It's great.
Okay. Haven't seen this kind of magic before.
Except for your hole.
We don't talk about my hole in that way.
This is such a lame joke, and I love it so much.
Well, I'm gonna head inside.
Yeah, me
Right.
too.
Just push the door open.
Yep.
And again, this like nearly palatial entranceway opens up in front of you. The floors are like tiled with finely sanded stone. There are really ornate ottomans with cushions, buttoned cushions atop them that you can sit on, large benches of them. There are several display cases, again, just full of trinkets and baubles of all different sorts, gold and silver and platinum. Roy's like, oh, okay. The door at the back opens and Rastasia comes out, dressed in like a very simple white dress, adorning her sort of dark blue skin. Her long, slender ears protruding out behind her white hair.
Good
Oh,
morning.
darlings! It is quite early, but you're
Oh,
always
sorry to wake you.
yes.
Well, you know, we were discussing if we found anything of interest, you might want to take a look. And actually, quite frankly, we're curious what the heck this thing is.
Oh, you
begin with.
found something.
We did indeed, and I'll pull out the bag.
Oh, it appears to be a bag. What does it do?
Don't put your hand into it.
Yeah, don't reach into it. It seems to be, Welgwyn reached into it and was promptly sucked into the bag.
See.
It seemed like it was digesting her.
Yeah, the experience she had.
One moment.
Yep.
She turns and goes into the door behind her. You have like a minute or so. Roy's like, she's weird. But I guess most magic users are, huh? No offense.
If she buys it off of us, I want more of the money than everybody else, because none of you guys got digested by that bag.
I'm not entirely sure I want to sell it at the moment. This could be useful, possibly.
But it could be worthwhile if we get some.
Well, we'll see what Rastazia has to say.
There's some possibilities to the bag usefulness. I don't like leaving it too much up to chance. Sorry for the pun.
The door opens briskly. Although she's not touching it, she's holding a book in her hands, and she marches out into the room. She's like, I believe I know exactly what that is.
Hooray.
Do enlighten us.
That is called a bag of devouring. Perhaps you've heard of a bag of holding.
Yes.
Yes, so the bag of holding allows anyone to store any item they wish that is not too large. You cannot put an elephant in it. In an extra-dimensional space, in a different dimension.
Could we fit the elephant if it were in pieces?
Yes, in pieces, of course you could. I already asked that question. Yes, of course. But similar to the bag of holding, this bag of devouring also has extra-dimensional space, and you can store things in it. But it actually is a portal to the gullet of an extra-dimensional creature.
Excuse me?
Which is why you might have been feeling a bit of a burning sensation while inside.
What creature is it?
I don't know the exact nature of it. It is, it's extra-dimensional.
So we put it over the head of a rude assassin. He's very gone.
Yes, was he alive? She's like reading the book.
He was unconscious.
But yes, alive.
That we're not alive. It doesn't seem to.
It seems that study on this item reveals that if a living creature enters it, there is some chance that it will be drawn inside. And when it is drawn inside, it becomes devoured rather quickly. You can struggle and break free. Some people have managed to exit the bag on their own. You can also be pulled out, though it is very difficult. The creature is quite strong.
How does that work? How can you pull someone out without also getting sucked into it? And when you say there's a chance, does that mean that it doesn't suck everybody in and only sucks in some people?
Well, there's a chance every time you place part of yourself inside of it that you are drawn in.
Part of yourself? What if you place part of somebody else?
Any living creature enters it. But, yes, if you reach in to draw whatever creature has just been sucked in out, there is a chance that you will be sucked in as well, forming sort of a chain of creatures being sucked into the bag, if you will, and devoured.
Fantastic.
But you can store any non-living matter in it, meat, vegetable, mineral, whatever it might be. But recovering it would be difficult. And I believe there's not a lot of research into this, but at some point... Yes, at some point, perhaps once per day, the items disappear.
So that
no one's sure where they go.
Very dead. Okay.
I mean, I assumed as much. The guy was an asshole.
Yeah, but I'm
If
just
you
saying.
placed a person in it and he hasn't come out, he is surely dead.
Yeah. It's been more than a day.
And that didn't work.
Mhm.
We got to work on our torture techniques a little bit because I'm pretty sure the murder part is not a successful torture.
Well, accidental murder, so really maybe manslaughter?
Well, out of curiosity, what would such a thing be worth?
It depends on who you're selling it to. I would be willing to give you 1,200 gold for it, or perhaps trade for one of my items here that I offered you previously.
I think those gloves would be valuable enough to trade for the bag of devouring if you guys...
Personally, I would much rather have the cool stealing gloves than the bag that tried to murder me.
The bag seems to be not much of use to virtually anyone. I don't know. I mean, I'm a collector, of course, so I desire it, but I don't know who else you could even sell it to. Where did you get it, if you don't mind me asking?
We found it on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah, there was a...
It was simply resting on the side of the road.
Well...
It was set up as a trap.
Yes.
From some syndicate assassins. They didn't say they were syndicate assassins.
Well, we're not sure they
Bring her
were
all this
syndicate.
stuff. She's not going to want to give us the gloves for it if she knows that the syndicate's after it.
That could be one
Syndicate's after
possible
us.
use for it, I see.
Well,
I do have a question, and if someone were sucked into the extra dimensional space, and then I said they could struggle to free themselves, if you were to perhaps tie a rope around the bag, would it hinder their ability to get out of the bag? Are there any studies on that?
I don't know. I can't say.
I suppose those gloves are more valuable to us for what we need, and B, well, one kind of deserves it after what she went through with this item.
I agree.
I guess if the party is fine giving up the bag of devouring, that would be a good deal.
Yes.
I'm fine with it. I mean, we could maybe set some interesting traps, but I think overall utility-wise, having the stealing gloves would probably be more useful.
What do the gloves do again?
Give me 1 second.
Because I think I remember, and I'm pretty sure Ali could be very opposed to the existence of, or like the fact of us having these gloves. You're gonna have to convince him it's for, purely.
I believe they give you advantage on sleight of hand rolls. Let me make sure. They are gloves of thievery. Oh, cool. So, Rosasia is... Oh, you're interested in the gloves? Let me get them. I'll be right back. These are wondrous gloves. Heads into the back room, comes back out in just a moment. Here they are. She holds up her hands. Not wearing anything.
I think you may have left them somewhere.
Ah, you may think so. Here, remove my gloves, halfling.
Okay.
Holds her arms out to you.
Pull at her fingers.
You reach over her finger, and it feels kind of leathery, and you pull, and slowly these gloves fade into view as you draw them off of her hands.
Ooh.
There they are, the gloves of thievery.
What do they do?
As you can see, they are completely invisible while the user is wearing them, so no one will know that you have them on. They also make your hand movement more dexterous and make you more able to easily pilfer any pockets that you might want. So, in meta terms, climbing and swimming don't cost you extra move dexterity. Checks made to pick locks. And they are invisible while worn.
Oh, they just make you steal better? Blah.
And
Now listen, there's a lot of things that sleight of hand, that some nimble fingers can help with aside from just pickpocketing. Like, just for example, just a few hours ago, how helpful, whenever it happened, I'm very tired and I don't know what day it is.
Still a few hours.
I had to pick a bunch of locks. I had to get all that stuff out of there. And how much easier would all that have been? And how much safer and faster? Maybe nobody would have gotten hit by a storm giant attack if I'd just been able to get in there and real sneaky like pick those locks and get us out of there. I'm just saying it could save a lot of time.
Alik, there's been a number of times where somebody being more skilled in being able to pick locks has been useful to our party. I don't think this is a
lock.
Have I picked a pocket since?
Advantage, and tactical advantages help you overcome those that would threaten innocence. So there's some truth in what you say.
See, we're sparing people from combat as well. We're not having to kill nearly as many people because we can just take their stuff.
Yes, as a devotee of Helm, surely you can appreciate the avoidance of combat as the ultimate protection.
Well, there's some utilitarian ethics to be discussed there, but we won't get into that now.
Yeah, Rastasia, I think we're interested in taking the gloves in exchange for the bag.
Yes, I will take the bag off of your hands, and you can keep those marvelous gloves.
You just have to promise that you're not going to let this go to just anybody. Make sure.
I promise I will not let it go to just anybody.
Also, I would like Welgwyn to give her word to promise that she will not use these for mere larceny.
Have I done any mere larceny since we've met up?
That is not what I asked.
I promise that I will not.
I want to roll insight against this.
Oh, that's pretty middle of the road.
Keep lying. You can totally do this.
It's maximally middle of the road.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I would never betray your trust in that way. You know how much your friendship means to me.
Roll deception.
You still didn't answer my request.
What's your insight, Alik?
I rolled a 10. Oh, it's +6, I think, actually.
Yeah.
So that's a 26 for me.
She is the most dependable thief you have ever met. She will definitely conform to you. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna put these gloves on for no reason, just to have them, so I don't lose them. Put them on right now.
Just halfway through the sentence, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll insight right now.
You see Roy visibly tying his packs shut as you put the gloves on. Taking all the things out of his pockets and putting them in his pack and double latching. Yeah. Yes. It was just on the road. You sure? The syndicate had it?
We believe it was the syndicate. We're not sure. It might have just been common bandits, but yes, they had it. They placed it on the road next to a very convincing dummy that looked like a corpse. So when we picked it up to try to see if there was any
clever
gold inside, poor Walgwyn was sucked inside. She made it out all on her own.
They had advanced poisons and a very malicious magical device, rare and malicious magical device, which makes us think they were no mere bandits. Plus the fact
I can't imagine mere bandits would have even concocted such a scheme.
You can't steal the gold off of someone that's been devoured in another dimension.
Yes, that's true.
It would be difficult.
Given that we know the syndicate is after us, that they may have been syndicate assassins.
The syndicate is after you. I'm so sorry, dears.
Old news.
We are too.
We're very bored of it at this point. It's just one of those things we'll have to circle around and deal with later.
We accidentally blew up one of their bars.
You do have interesting stories.
Accidentally.
You'll have to tell me another time.
Yeah.
I'm late for my morning bath, so if there's nothing else,
That was all.
Arrows.
Thank you very much.
lovely to see you as always.
And you.
I'd like some enchanted arrows, I guess. While we're here.
Well, it'll take a couple days. 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. How much does it cost again?
I think it's 500. Or
Oh,
300.
I can't afford that.
Yeah,
Bad.
500.
500. Let me. 465. I cannot quite afford it.
Sorry,
Okay.
it's 650 and 5 days of work.
We could put some party gold towards it if people are okay with that.
She's not open to discounting for us. She's already discounted. We can't keep moving on our. And we just traded.
Oh, that's
the
true.
bag.
She did discount it to, I think, 500 for the enchantment.
How much you got? 4?
465.
Yeah, put the extra 35 party gold. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Although
Theoretically,
that
we're
means that I cannot choose to spend on the mine anymore. Although Aiden, well, Meta Aiden seems to be breaking it down as much as he can, so I don't think it's going to survive. But anyway,
Maybe.
In meta response, like, it's not out of the question that you could get the
could.
Western mines. Yeah.
theoretically
Okay.
we're about to be.
Rich,
Yeah, I mean we're about to collect some additional money for
But not that
recovering
much.
the goods.
the goods, just the goods, not the solving the problem overall. I
Okay,
think was
so
the-
also meta, Tuluria never asked you to solve the problem. She asked you to escort the caravan
which was
and
gone.
make sure either the goods arrived, and when they arrived, she would pay you extra, or if the goods were taken to recover them.
Okay,
Yeah.
So technically, we escorted the caravan.
Yeah. It never made it to Brimshire, so
We arrived at its
you have a
final
good
destination
case.
and helped it also get to its final destination.
It definitely did not get to its final destination, but
Its final destination was
We
wherever
escorted it to
stopped.
hell.
its final destination was like somewhere near Green Hollow.
No, its final destination was where
In
it
the-
is
in the
right now.
east.
It just so happened to have
Oh.
an unplanned final destination.
Oh,
It
that's
thought it
not
was gonna
true.
go somewhere else. We're gonna argue the point though.
Okay. So yeah, if you want the enchanted arrows, it'll take 5 days to make them still.
yeah, that's fine. Let's
Okay.
do it. What's the damage on those? It's plus
They
one.
get +1.
The
They're
arrows?
+1 to hit and +1
So-
damage.
plus one to
Can
damage.
you
yeah.
enchant different
Yeah.
types that do elemental damage or something instead of just a straight +1?
She.
If you wanted to cast a spell, I could, but that would be strange for an arrow to cast a spell, and it would just be a single arrow. It's very different. Different
Like an
kind
arrow
of
with an arm.
enchantment.
You could be Cupid.
What sort of
Who's
enchantments
Cupid?
could you place on arrows?
As I said, I
mind
could make
him.
them
He-
cast a spell, but that's, again, strange.
Like any spell?
Well, within reason. The more difficult the spell, the more expensive it is, and the more time I must spend.
We may come back and take you up on that one day. I don't think right now is the time to be perusing your spell book, but when we have a good idea of what we want, we will return.
All right. Again, my bath. I must go.
Yes, yes.
You know the way out.
Yep. Thanks for
She
stopping.
leaves through the door, leaving you in the entryway.
I want to head to the jewelry store,
Okay.
and
I'm
I
gonna
would
make
like
back-
to buy 300 gold worth of diamonds, and look around and see if I can find something nice for like 100 to 150 gold.
Oh wow. Big
Maybe
spending.
less. I mean, if there's something cool. I don't know how much jewelry would go for, you know.
All right. You find several pieces that you think you might like. You find actually a tiara that's similar to yours. It has like a sea theme. It doesn't have barnacles encrusted on it, but it has like what looks like waves and perhaps little mermaids sort
That's
of
pretty cool.
inlaid into it.
I was looking for a gift, but I might have to keep that in mind.
You also find like a silver bracelet, a large silver bracelet that sort of wraps around. It's like a cuff bracelet. What are you looking for? Are you looking for any sort of theme or iconography? In
No,
particular?
just something. Just seeing what they have there, I guess. I mean, you could
Okay.
like maybe a necklace. I don't know.
There's a large silver bracelet with like a red garnet inlaid at the top. There are like silver necklaces, gold necklaces. There's like one platinum necklace. And they have different like charms hanging from them. There's like one with a dragon sort of curled in almost like a fetal position if a dragon were to be in a fetal position. There's one with like a moon flanked by several stars. Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay, I'll take the moon and stars one.
Okay. That'll be 100 gold.
Okay. So all 400 altogether.
It's a fine pendant. It's also like the stars are tiny diamonds as well.
Nice.
All right. Anything else?
And I'll leave the store, and I'll go. Hey, Alik, this is for you.
Oh, thank
So now
you.
we both have one, just
It'll
in
be very
case
useful
something
in case
bad
we
happens.
In case we fail to protect our.
She hands you a sizable cut diamond. It's probably about a half an inch or so
Roughly
in
300
diameter.
gold.
Roughly 300 gold pieces worth of diamond.
My dwarven eye.
You think it would take a year to save up for? For an
Well, it's
average
good I
worker.
didn't get had. All right. Now were we going to go to the woods? Was that the plan?
The woods.
I think we need to go to Thaura,
I know we
And
do, but
talk
you
to
know,
Telluria to get assistance on these giants.
but Lost had something he wanted to do quickly.
Oh yeah, he wanted to commune with Myliki with
Yeah.
help.
Yeah,
Should
Can we do
head
that
to
on the
Thaura?
way?
Everyone knows.
we can do that on the way, Roy.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can head to Thaura and find some woods on the way. Unless you want some specific woods.
It doesn't necessarily need to be the woods. I just need to be out of the city.
Then yeah, let's make our way to Thaura.
That suits me just fine. Get out of the city. With Roy in tow, your gaggle of misfits makes its way out of Brimshire. As the heroes of Brimshire, as you walk through the streets, people do recognize you and sort of wave and cheer at you a bit. Like, hey, they killed the demons. Close that gate. Your way out of Brimshire. Past the sort of stables and farm here. As you're passing,
I want to wait while we're walking out. I want to perform the Heroes of Brimshire song.
yeah, go for it.
I'm going to make up a Brimshire song
You
and do terribly at it.
Fucking
Yep.
suck
I'll have
at
to work
it.
at it harder. I'll have to work harder. It's not there yet.
You can't get your lute in tune for some reason. Like all the sneaking and has like warped it slightly. Yeah, one of the strings breaks while you're playing, and you have to like fish out a spare string and restring it. But
Miss
Can
walking
I,
and
like-
playing? Who does that at the same time?
Can I hype man Cora to help his performance a little longer?
yeah, sure.
Perfect. Her performance, my bad.
Thank you.
That is 18. That
18.
is 18.
So you're sort of like shouting, like, "Yeah, Cora, sing about the heroes," and she's like playing like crap and singing terribly, but you're hyping people up, and they're like, "Yay!" They may be clapping more for you than her, and sort of like out of pity that she can't play her lute properly, but they're clapping. Yeah, the heroes.
Cool.
You exit Brimshire and start the long journey to Thaura along the road. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Woo!
Woo!
Thanks, everybody. That was a lot of fun. I was hoping the Knoll fight wouldn't be too bad, and it wasn't too bad. So,
Yeah.
No,
especially
we
when you
still
just
screwed them up.
lightning the big Knoll.
You done goofed.
Greatest introduction to combat. Like, no.
Hooray! I'm glad it worked.
Thanks
I
to all
like the
you
concept
guys.
of we're exhausted. We're just gonna mess these guys
Just
up as
nuke
quickly
it.
as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they might have some kind of like pack, like alpha thing where if their leader was blasted, they would lose morale.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely that. Yeah, so thank you guys for showing up and playing. It's always a lot of fun each week. Thank you to all the viewers, everybody who showed up. Anyone still watching? Fantastic. Thank you. Remember to follow and subscribe. Join us on our Discord. Follow me on Twitter. On our Discord, we're playing like Monster Hunter, Escape from Tarkov, whatever else, Rocket League maybe. But yeah, it's a good time. And I'll see you next week for more Tales from Tuatha. Bye.
Bye.